Join me tomorrow morning at Best Talk in Town at 10:30. We'll have fun.
He leaned closer. I owe you one, counselor. She smiled. In that case, I'll let you treat me to a hot lunch. Say the Hotel Francoise. 1 o'clock. Later, he had no complaints about the limited menu. That's the way it is with room service.
When a TV show takes some chances, it has to be Hill Street Blues. Weeknights at 8 on Channel 11 WPIX.
Today, just about everyone is talking about Lincoln. That's because there's so much to talk about. The '88 Lincoln Continental.
As a total package, it's the best American luxury car ever to come down the road.
Mark 7 LSC.
A high-performance luxury coupe that invites comparison with Europe's best.
And Lincoln Town Car, an American tradition with full-size room and V8 power. Clearly, almost everyone is talking about Lincoln, even the competition. Lincoln, once again, world-class luxury is measured in miles, not kilometers.
Announcing the Fava half price sale. Buy any pair of shoes at Fava, get a second pair at half price. Better hurry.
Buy a pair of leather casuals, get pumps at half price.
Buy a pair of leather casuals.
Get flats at half price.
Buy a pair of leather Pumas.
Get ponies at half price.
Pick out any pair of Fava shoes and we'll give you half off on a second pair of equal or lower price. You'll go far in Favas because the styles stand out and the shoes stand up. Fava guarantees it.
Buy a pair of dress shoes, get leather casuals at half price.
Buy Lincoln, get flats at half price.
Half price sale at Fava.
Look who's coming to Ground Round. TV's Brave Star. And he's got sizzling hot specials on steak and shrimp. Save $1 on our famous super steak, on our hearty surf and turf, on Golden Gulf shrimp, or on our great tasting twin catch. We've got something sizzling hot for the kids too. Free Brave Star sticker albums and free Brave Star collectible stickers. So who's coming to Ground Round? You are.
Oh, play me some mountain music.
Introducing the new Country 97 FM with everything you've told us you want in a country radio station. 1, great country music and a lot of it. 2, more songs back to back, continuous country favorites. And 3, the crystal clear sound of FM stereo. So turn on the country radio station built for New York. At 97.1 FM, the new Country 97 FM, continuous country favorites.
About that trip you've been meaning to take? TWA says take it now. That wander the back lots of the Hollywood studio trip. That cable car to Fisherman's Wharf to look at the bridge trip. That splashing around and catching the rays trip. Or any other trip, anywhere in the U.S. Not all fares are refundable or available on all flights. Other significant restrictions apply. But at these prices, if you've been putting off a trip, put it back on. Today's TWA.
The 8 o'clock movie will continue after these messages.
They longed for a better way of life, for the promise of a home built on love and courage.
Home?
We're home.
The land did its best to defeat them.
We lose those oxen, I can't make a crop. I can't make a crop, we lose everything.
But they kept the promise alive.
That when this family pulls together, we can do anything.
Come home to a simpler time. Come home to Little House on the Prairie. Weekdays at 5 on Channel 11.
Man, there's people starving on this planet, and you're pigging out.
Jordache Basics.
You sound like my mother.
There are people starving in Africa.
Hey, look, it's not just Africa.
Here's your shake and 2 chocolate pies.
Excuse me, there's people starving right here.
Here?
Yeah. Give me a break.
Hey, look, the problem is there's too many people and not enough food. All right, how can you do anything about it?
How can you not?
Of these best-selling supplements, Centrum has more nutrients. 4 more than Theragram M. 9 more than Myadec. 13 more than Within. 15 more than One-A-Day Essential. Centrum outnumbers them all. And Centrum has calcium. Some don't. Centrum, more complete than the others, from A to zinc. And for children, there's Centrum Junior, more complete than any leading children's chewable vitamin.
I was surprised. The reason I was surprised that they told me they had a new Calcan. Why would they come up with a new one when the old one was so good? It's definitely different. When you open the can, you're looking at chunks of meat. It's firmer, it's chunkier. It smells like beef. Beef with gravy. He loves Cal-Can. He doesn't just like it, he loves it. He eats every morsel. You won't see anything left. It was definitely new and improved.
More and more cat owners tell us their cats prefer Cal-Can.
Spills, gills, thrills. It's a Crazy Eddie's Circus of Saving Sales Spectacular. Crazy Eddie's juggling his inventory to bring you the lowest prices ever. And listen to this, bearded lady lovers. With the purchase of $100 or more, Crazy Eddie will give you 2 complimentary tickets to see the Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus opening in Madison Square Garden March 23rd. Oh, hello, mother. So for the hottest deals in town, see Crazy Eddie, the ringmaster of home entertainment. Crazy Eddie. His prices are insane.
Love in the 90s. It might be better than you think.
I have a spot of Harvey. We're still slipping, talking all night. I have a spot of Harvey. We're still creating now, Mr. Right. Harvey Espresso Cream.
It's terrible. Very, very. Upper. Like it rusty. Upper crusty.
Harvey, chérie?
Your palace or mine.
When it's snowing, listen to 1010 Winds to find out if your child's school is closed. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
We now return to The Quiet Man, starring John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara.
This USA Tonight news break is brought to you by Mazda.
Good evening. The U.S. troops are now in Honduras, and their deployment there is dividing Congress. We'll have the latest on the growing tensions in Central America.
Here at home, the jury has recessed for the evening in deliberating the Robert Chambers case. We'll hear for the first time from the mother of victim Jennifer Levin.
A new study links high cholesterol to fatal heart attacks.
We'll meet the man who's become the traditional symbol of the St. Patrick's Day parade for the last 40 years.
And hoop hysteria, the NCAA tourney at 11.
Thinking of buying a new car? Don't do it. Not until you come test drive a Mazda. Then, if you still buy a comparable Honda, Toyota, or Nissan, Mazda will give you a $200 U.S. savings bond. But if test driving a Mazda convinces you to buy one, like I think it will, you'll get a $500 savings bond from Mazda. So hurry, get to the Mazda Test Drive Challenge now. Offer ends soon.
Come drive a Mazda.
One drive will make the difference.
I'm hungry.
Who are you?
I'm your lawn. How about some fertilizer?
Those heavy bags, that cranky old spreader. How about a hamburger?
How about calling Lawn Doctor? They use their unique spreader to feed me a custom blend of fertilizers and weed controls for a lot less than you'd expect.
I'll call him. How do you know about Lawn Doctor?
That good-looking lawn next door told me.
Lawn Doctor. Recommended by Healthy Lawns Everywhere.
For Mrs. Paul's, here's Mr. Paul.
The missus told me to say she breads her delicious, crispy, crunchy fillets with her own special breadcrumbs. And the missus told me to mention this tasty sauce mix she puts in every box. The missus also told me not to wear my new fish tie.
Mrs. Paul's Crispy Crunchy Fillets. Crispy Crunchy on the outside, mild and flaky on the inside.
If it's not Mrs. Paul's, throw it back.
It's beautiful.
Need a personal loan fast? At one bank, if they don't give you an answer to a phone application by the end of the next business day, they'll give you $50. That's guaranteed.
NatWest USA.
Salt Sense tastes great because it's real salt.
Great taste and 33% less sodium per teaspoon than Morton, Sterling, and Red Cross.
Salt Sense makes sense.
The 8 o'clock movie will continue after these messages.
Fonda. Hepburn.
Say it again.
In a struggle to survive. The hell, the bloodshed, the pain. Saturday night at 8. Live through it. War and Peace. Uncut in its entirety on Channel 11.
If it were not this exotic, if it were not this smooth, this delightful, if the taste were not this delicious, this sensuous, if it were not this Hawaiian, the taste of Mona Lai would not be so exciting. Taste paradise. Mona Lai guava drink and guava passion fruit drink from Ocean Spray.
This is your executive section.
Executive section.
This is your welcoming gift.
Welcoming gift.
This is your newly decorated room.
This is Howard Johnson?
Howard Johnson. Captain, this itchy rash is driving me crazy.
Why didn't you use the Cord-Aid?
Cord-Aid goes beneath the skin to actually heal itches and rashes.
You know, itches and rashes won't last if you use Cord-Aid first.
Of these best-selling supplements, Centrum has more nutrients, more than Theragram M, Myadic, Within. One a day essential. Centrum outnumbers them all, and Centrum has calcium, some don't. Centrum, from A to zinc.
7 a.m. and Judy and Jeannie start cooking sausage. 7:05.
Brown and Serve's ready.
Jeannie's family uses Swift Premium Brown and Serve, just 5 minutes from sizzle to serve.
Hey, Mom!
Why wait? Get Swift Premium Brown and Serve. Great taste without the wait.
A little potatoes, a little gravy.
The peas are the best. They're so crispy.
The turkey is always very moist.
I'm talking only about Swanson. The Swanson turkey dinner.
Turkey.
It's really flaky and tender the way turkey's supposed to be.
Oh, delicious.
Reminds me of Thanksgiving.
The quality is there. I love that Swanson combination.
20,000%.
I always come back to Swanson.
It's safer than having me cook.
When you're not home cooking turkey dinner, Swanson is.
Gobble, gobble.
Happy Thanksgiving.
This is the dawn of Glorious. Glorious, the joyous fragrance by Gloria Vanderbilt. Bursting with a promise of things to come. Enter the world of Glorious by Gloria Vanderbilt. And may all your days be glorious.
Deepening shadows gather splendor as days dawn. Fingers of night will soon surrender the setting sun.
This year, vacation in Virginia. Here, in the same and sweet old way, you'll fall in love again, as you did then.
Together, at last at twilight time.
Join me tomorrow morning at Best Talk in Town at 10:30. We'll have fun.
Writing is the hardest job there is.
Will I be in your next novel?
Go get drunk.
Africa smells good, doesn't it?
This out of spite. Did you sleep with...
Get out if you don't like it.
Hemingway, the man, the legend, the adventure.
Spectacular.
Hemingway, a man who lived 100 lives, each more incredible than the next. All of them true. Hemingway.
Oh, Ernest.
A multi-million-dollar production. A world premiere event.
I'm ready for him.
Stacy Keach as Hemingway.
It's an important experience.
Hemingway. You know him as the legendary Nobel Prize-winning author. But the one they called Papa was much more than a man of words. Ernest Hemingway was a man of action.
Doctor, my wife is not going to die.
Daring sportsman.
Get hard.
Ferocious fighter.
You want to fight with Fatso?
Fearless soldier.
Hold it!
A loving father.
How's my king of the mountain?
Romantic dreamer.
I'm not bound to anything except writing the truth the way I see it.
Passionate lover.
I love you and I want you to be my wife.
Hemingway, a man of integrity.
You lied just so you could get a good story out of it.
A writer of conscience.
I believe in freedom.
And one hell-raising son of a bitch. Larger than life. More extraordinary. More exciting than any of his fictional heroes.
Papa's back!
Hemingway, a world premiere. The role of a lifetime for actor Stacy Keach.
He's my friend and I'm proud of it.
A sweeping 6-hour major television event. Heavyweight boxing. Deep sea fishing. me like that. Barroom brawling. Daredevil skiing. Ernest Hemingway craved adventure. Risk-taking, his favorite game.
That's something I've experienced. It's happened to me.
He ran with the bulls of Pamplona, hunted big game in Africa, went off to war. He battled the Nazis behind enemy lines as the maverick leader of a French resistance unit, a unit that witnessed the liberation of Paris.
They're calling us the irregular cavalry.
Ernest Hemingway enjoyed life most when facing death.
Hit me. Come on, show everybody how tough Papa is. I've had it with you. We used to make love.
Is it a crime to love two women at the same time?
Ernest.
But occupied France wasn't the only battlefield in Hemingway's life. And lions on the Serengeti weren't the only game he stalked.
Need a room?
His life was filled with more passion,
Oh, Ernest.
more romance,
I love you.
more turbulence than any of his fictional characters.
You are the woman who shares my bed.
From stolen moments in the City of Light
I'll meet you in Paris.
to carefree days with his children. From the silent agony over his first divorce to a violent goodbye in a crowded restaurant.
Nobody walks out on me! Nobody!
His romances were stormy
Sober up.
and sensual. Without his women and his wives, the life, work, and legacy of Ernest Hemingway could never have been the same.
With every new book, you need a new wife.
4 remarkable women, 1 legendary man. Hemingway, a blockbuster brought to life by an all-star cast starring Josephine Chaplin as his first wife Hadley, Marissa Berenson as Pauline, Lisa Baines as Martha, Pamela Reed as Mary, and Stacy Keach as Ernest Hemingway. Hemingway, shot entirely on location. Location spanning 3 continents, taking you where Hemingway actually lived and loved, worked and fought, where he created his world-renowned novels and stories.
I'm the only guy that can write about that.
From the green hills of East Africa to the glorious Venetian canals, from the majestic European Alps to the romantic cafes of Paris, from the dance of death in Spanish bull rings to Sun Valley and the sun-drenched island of Key West. Hemingway, starring Stacy Keach, a worldwide, world-class production. Hemingway, in every way, a world premiere event. Coming this spring, only on Channel 11. This is WPIX, New York.
Up next on USA Tonight, the decision to send U.S. troops to Honduras divides an angry Congress.
And we'll meet the man who's been a St. Patrick's Day tradition for 40 years. Up next.
This is WPIX, New York.
From Touchstone Pictures, Dexter Cornell led an ordinary life until one day he woke up ill